Well, I got some more Wild World news for y'all. Good Lord. A few of y'all sent this to me. Let's check this out.
Turn tonight to a horrific crime outside Philadelphia. A son accused of attacking, beheading his own father, who was a longtime federal employee. We will not show the images here, but authorities are now pointing to the son's rage at the federal government. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, Justin Moan is accused of the unthinkable, of murdering and beheading his father, a longtime federal worker, and posting it on YouTube.
I am very sad for the family. I'm very sad for the community, and also for the people that knew him.
According to police, the 32-year-old Moan from Levittown, Pennsylvania, killed his father in a fit of rage about politics, angry at President Biden, and apparently at all federal workers. Police say his dad, Michael Moan, worked for the federal government. Neighbors shocked.
It's weird. It's just, it's like, we all watch over each other, and it's just sad.
And in a scene from a horror movie, which we will not show here, Moan allegedly holding his father's head in a rambling 14-minute video left online for hours, describing him as a traitor to this country and calling for a revolution, saying if Joe Biden does not abdicate, then capture him and bring him to me in Pennsylvania. Moan was taken into custody 100 miles away, arrested with a gun inside a National Guard base. The FBI called in to assist as U.S. authorities continue to be concerned about an increasingly volatile environment where political threats have been on the rise. In fact, a top DOJ official recently told me the current surge in political threats is unprecedented, with judges, FBI agents, and presidential candidates among those recently targeted. David?
This is very alarming.
Lord.
Tonight. Thank you, Pierre.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Oh my God, yo. So, wait a minute. I wonder if they got more context on this, but because I'm seeing another one here from CNN, and it looks like it's a little bit longer video. I think I'm gonna play that, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. First of all, you kill your own father, and then you hold his head while going on a 14-minute rant. Upload that to YouTube. There's something wrong. There's a whole lot wrong. I mean, I want to know more details of this. I mean, you can't be sane and have done that. You can't be sane. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if it's household problems. I don't know if he was just spiraling out. I don't know if it's drugs. I don't know what it is. But, I mean, this is crazy. Yo, and Levittown is real. Yo, I know where Levittown is. I know where Levittown is, man. I thought it was going to be somewhere else. I did not expect it to be in, in my backyard. I need some more details on this, man. This is sick.
We do have breaking news just into CNN. We want to warn you, this is very disturbing. A Pennsylvania man was charged with murder and abuse of a corpse after police say he posted a YouTube video in which he claims to show his father's decapitated head while ranting about the Biden administration and the border crisis. Now, this video circulated online for hours before being taken down. The father of the individual was a federal employee. His son called him a traitor. With us now, former
all because he's mad at Biden?
Senior law enforcement analyst Andrew McCabe and CNN's Danny Freeman. Danny, I want to start with you. This is breaking right now. What more do
There's
we
no
know
reason to
about
kill
what
your
actually
father.
happened here?
Yeah, Phil, and just to state the obvious, obviously, as you said, this is an incredibly disturbing story. I watched part of this video last night, and it's one of those things that it's an image you just can't get out of your head. Yesterday, this is when this all started. This video was posted on YouTube. The suspect here is Justin Moan.
Sure, the video's up all over the place now.
Middletown Township.
Sure, it's easy to find.
Bucks County. And as you said, this video contains a number of rantings basically about the Biden administration, about the border, at one point even declaring himself the acting president under martial law.
See?
But then there's this horrific moment when he appears to show the head of his deceased father on camera, saying that his father was a traitor to the country because he was a federal employee. Now, that video, like you said, Phil, stayed up for a long time. Eventually, later into the
dude's
evening,
insane.
YouTube was able to take it down. Even X seemed to be taking down videos that people were just reposting posting and reposting. But then in the evening, police were able to apprehend Mr. Moan about 100 miles away from his home in Bucks County in Fort Indiantown Gap in Pennsylvania. Again, that's 100
Dude
miles
is absolutely
to the
insane.
west of where he was and where this crime is alleged to have been committed. Now, I will say, just to give you a sample of one of the things that Mr. Moan said, and I'm quoting here from the video, he said in part, "The federal government of America has declared war on its citizens and the American states. America is rotting from the inside out as far-left woke mobs rampage our once prosperous city." Now, still, the thing that law enforcement are trying to make clear at this moment is that this suspect is in custody. The threat to the larger community is over right now, but truly a community on edge, you can imagine, after hearing this news. We're going to hear a press conference from the Bucks County District Attorney later on today on this subject.
Andy, this video it references President Biden. It was up on YouTube, as I understand it, for several hours before it was taken down. Talk about the bigger picture here, if you could.
Sure. Yeah. So the bigger picture is extremely concerning, I think, as do most security officials, as we go into what will be an incredibly heated political season. You know, obviously this guy, we don't know. We're waiting on additional facts from the investigation to understand his specific motives. You can make some assumptions based on his claims in the video that he's been motivated by politics. But, you know, I think that the bigger picture here is that this is another example of the fact that the kind of overheated, deeply politicized, extreme rhetoric that you hear sometimes in this country from politically elected officials and leaders actually has an impact on these marginalized people with extremist views who might be, because of their mental illness or their disturbance, or
I was just about to say, dude's insane.
Some of these things, driven to embark in acts of violence.
That's not something normal person does.
Referring to woke mobs and things like that. That's not dissimilar from rhetoric that you hear from some politicians that we've heard recently in the primary season from some folks specifically. So this kind of language has an effect on the extremist, on the most extreme, most vulnerable, most potentially dangerous part of our population. And I think it's something that most security officials are really concerned about. You know, Poppy, like the odds are, if we experience political violence in this year around the presidential election, it's not going to look like January 6th. It's not going to look like a massive mob of people that's organized and compelled to come together at our nation's capital or any state capital. It's going to look like individuals who decide that based on their extreme beliefs, they have to act out on their own, and that seems.
How do you know what it's going to
It's an
look like?
incredibly disturbing story. Andrew McCabe, Danny Freeman, I know you'll keep reporting on this. Please keep us posted.
How does he know what it's going to look like? So, yeah, it's like that on both sides, though. It's like that on both sides to the extreme. If there's anyone that believes in something politically extreme, and they're off, and they're insane, they've got mental problems, they tend to do crazy things, like what this guy did. Even people that are in the middle, there are just crazy people out there that do crazy things all the time, including stuff like this. It's sick. Like, you know, someone had sent me like a screenshot, and he seemed to, like, that calm look on his face in the picture of his mugshot, like the calm manner he seemed to have in the, I don't know, I haven't seen the video, but geez, man, it's sad. But I mean, I don't know if his, I don't know who his father was, but I'm going to assume he didn't deserve that. Post comments down below, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all later.